What is going on? Welcome back to Financial Journey. So amazing day for SoFi, one of the best looking charts from today. I'm going to break it down for you, what is causing this, and ultimately should you buy or not. But before we get into any of that, all I ask, smash a thumbs up, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Greatly appreciate that. If you are new to the channel, I do daily videos on trending stocks, crypto, I do it all. So make sure you do subscribe. And if you do like my channel and support the growth, take a look at my memberships, link in the description below, or just hit the join button at the bottom of the screen. With that said, let's get right to it. Looking at this intraday chart, amazing looking chart. We did have some strong resistance around here. I'm going to do a little bit more technical analysis near the end and break that down for you, but we did easily break past this resistance, and at the end of the day, everything is getting back to where it should be. And like I've been saying over the last couple of videos, $15 is the mark. This is where we should be realistically post earnings. Unfortunately, there's been a lot of manipulation and fear in the market causing SoFi to go down as much as it has, but there is a lot of things driving the market right now, one of which technically Biden and China as far as their talks, and possibly China's involvement in Russia. So all of that was aired out. And finally, there is also articles coming out about the CEO, Noto, buying shares. I've been covering this over the last several videos. Honestly, I've been saying every single video that you should be buying because of this, and that we in reality are at a substantial discount. And Noto definitely does know that. And honestly, I'm absolutely, I can't think of any words. There is no other better CEO than Noto out there, and he did buy more. Yes, insanely, for the sixth or possibly the seventh time, I'm losing track, in a row, he has been buying. Like, there's no other CEO out there that's been doing this that has validated that we are at that much of a discount. So you can see right now on the 15th, he bought another 34,000 as far as shares, and he did, as far as I'm aware, he did exercise 94,154. I could be reading this wrong. This is why we do have the withholding tax, but he did buy a lot more shares, and this is a huge deal. And this in reality is one of the biggest attributing factors why it is up 10.33%. So you can see the live ticker to my left. As I said, 10.33% up, 45 million as far as volume, whereas 45 is the average. So given the circumstances, we are always well above the average. So definitely a lot of capital all the time getting into SoFi. And looking at the block volume, 9.1 million shares being purchased by institutions and hedge funds today alone. So this does show that there is a huge demand for SoFi. And unfortunately, it does look like shorts are probably losing a lot of money given the circumstances. And I have been saying that for the last little bit. So I'm just going to go through some updated information, starting with short interest. So short interest did actually briefly break out over the 20% mark. Right now it is at 19.61, pretty stagnant in the day as you can see, but 61,000 shares being additionally shorted today. Utilization is still 100%. Cost to borrow has been going down a little bit, so 2.87% is the average. So right now it's still not really incentivizing shorts to close out their positions, but definitely hands down, it being up 10% today, they are losing a lot of money. So in reality, that makes me very happy at the end of the day, especially for a Friday. Just want to go through some options activity as well. So options activity today, very much positive. So $1.91 million worth of options being done today, with 54% of them being positive. Yesterday was also a very much big day, $7.02 million with 62% positive. And again, just want to show you this. Today is a huge day. So right now, keep in mind, all of this is only big orders. So 8 big orders totaling 1.91 million. So overall though, there's 279,000 options being done today alone on SoFi. Options game is just going completely on fire. Market is just rallying for SoFi. Everyone likes SoFi, and especially considering Noto is just buying up every single dip. He is doing what everyone has been saying, and given the circumstances, everything is also lining up for a potential short squeeze. So that as well is something for us to keep in mind. And just more so looking here, so there is going to be a nice little gamma squeeze. So that's probably why we are also seeing a nice little bump as well. 18,000 options, 10,000 options, 4 or almost 5,000 options, and you can see it just gets better and better. There is a huge ton of options going to be exercised in the money, which is, like I said, causing a little bit more of a gamma squeeze. And with that said, I do want to go over some technical analysis. So I have the 50, 100, 200-day moving averages, Bollinger Bands, RSI, stochastic, and momentum. So I'm just going to hit refresh just so you can get the up-to-date price. So right now, looking at stochastic, like I said in yesterday's video, there is a deviation. So black line above the red showing a little bit more of a bullish sentiment. Momentum, number of buyers has been constant. And so at the end of the day, you can see, especially with a huge amount of volume that is going into SoFi, yet momentum, the number of buyers isn't going up, shows ultimately big money is buying. So that's why I like to do a lot of technical analysis and break it down for you. Big money is buying, and that's a good takeaway from today. So RSI also is at 47, and looking on the actual chart, we are actually exactly still lower percentile of the Bollinger Band, but most likely Monday we will transition into the higher percentile of the Bollinger Band. So that is something to keep in mind. But when it comes down to it, we did have a very big accomplishment today. So right now, looking more so at the Fibonacci, $9.47, we did break past that. So we broke past the S1. So at the end of the day, we are on the trajectory for new highs, and I do strongly anticipate, especially with the continuation of the momentum, we can easily get to $15 next, and that in reality is not far-fetched one bit. And like I've been saying, given the post earnings and what the earnings did say, I strongly feel we should be at $15 hands down. And you can tell that based on all of the Fintel, the 13Fs that I've been going over. A lot of those institutions have around $18 as an average share price. Even them, they found significant value at the $18 mark. So like I've been saying, this is well at a substantial discount, well below and anticipating a massive rally. I'm very excited about this, especially more so leading into next week as well. With all that though, let me know your thoughts on SoFi in the comments below. If you have been buying, let me know. Give yourself a shout out. You definitely deserve that. If you've been diamond handing it as well, give yourself a shout out in the comments below as well. If you haven't already, smash the thumbs up and subscribe. I greatly appreciate that. If you do like my channel and support the growth, take a look at my memberships, link in the description below, or just hit the join button at the bottom of the screen. With all that said, appreciate you guys watching, and let's all make a lot of money on SoFi.